When was the last time someone who loved you tried to tell you the truth and you told them they were wrong? Not because they were wrong, because hearing it would mean admitting something you're not ready to face. The relationship that's dying, but you call it just a rough patch. The dream you abandoned, but you call it being realistic. The numbness you feel every morning, but you call it being tired. We are masters at renaming our pain so we don't have to heal it. 2,500 years ago, a duke did the same thing, and it killed him. The palace of Duke Huan of Cai smells of sandalwood and power. Silk banners hang from cedar beams. The floor is polished stone, so clean you can see your reflection, distorted, wavering, never quite clear. Duke Huan sits on his throne. He is a man accustomed to being right. His robes are embroidered with dragons. His voice, when he speaks, expects obedience. Into this hall walks Bian Que. The physician is thin, unremarkable. He carries no instruments, no medicines, just eyes that see what others refuse to look at. He bows, rises, speaks quietly, carefully. Your Grace, you have an illness. It's in your skin, small, early. If we treat it now, it will not spread. The Duke's hand rests on the armrest of his throne. His fingers drum, once, twice. I feel fine, he says. The silk banners sway slightly in a breeze that comes from nowhere. The sandalwood smoke curls upward, indifferent. Bian Que bows again and leaves. The room is silent except for the sound of the Duke's breathing. Even, unbothered, certain. 10 days pass. Bian Que returns. This time, he does not wait to be invited to speak. Your Grace, his voice is firmer now, edged with urgency. The illness has moved. It's in your muscles now, deeper. But still, if we act now, Duke Huan interrupts him, not with anger, with something worse, dismissiveness. Physicians, he says, shaking his head with a small smile, always looking for diseases where there are none, always trying to justify their craft. He waves his hand. I am perfectly well. Bian Que's jaw tightens, but he bows. He leaves. And here is what the ancient text doesn't say, but we can feel in the spaces between the words. The Duke knows. Somewhere beneath the silk robes and the throne and the certainty, there is a whisper, a small voice that says, what if he's right? But to listen to that voice would mean admitting vulnerability, and vulnerability for a man who rules kingdoms feels like death. So he does what we all do. He gets defensive. He doesn't just ignore the warning, he mocks it, because ridicule is armor. After Bian Que leaves, Duke Huan sits alone in his hall. The sandalwood smoke makes his eyes water slightly, or maybe it's not the smoke. He touches his arm where a small ache has been growing. He presses it, winces, tells himself it's nothing. The silence in the palace is heavy. Another 10 days pass. Bian Que enters for the third time. Now he doesn't bow as deeply. There's exhaustion in his posture, the exhaustion of someone who's been screaming into a storm. Your Grace, his voice cracks slightly. Please, the illness is in your stomach now, in your organs. This is the last moment we can... Enough. The Duke stands. His face is flushed, not from illness, from rage. Do you think I don't know my own body? Do you think I've lived 50 years without learning the difference between health and sickness? His voice echoes off the stone walls. You insult me with your persistence. Bian Que opens his mouth, closes it. He sees something in the Duke's eyes that makes him stop. It's not just denial anymore. It's desperation. The Duke isn't angry at Bian Que. He's terrified of what Bian Que represents, the truth he's been running from. The physician bows one last time, lower than before. Not in respect, in grief. He leaves knowing he will not return. The Duke sits back down. His hands are shaking. He clasps them together to make them stop. The room smells of sandalwood and sweat and fear dressed as certainty. That night, Duke Huan cannot sleep. The ache in his stomach has teeth now, but he tells his servants he ate something disagreeable. He tells his wife he's simply tired. He tells himself 100 stories that are easier than the truth. 10 more days pass. Duke Huan hears that Bian Que has returned to the city. Relief floods through him, relief he doesn't want to examine too closely. He sends for the physician. Bian Que enters the outer courtyard. He sees Duke Huan standing there, waiting. Their eyes meet, and Bian Que turns around and runs. Not walks, runs. The Duke, confused, sends servants after him. They find Bian Que and demand to know why he fled. The physician's voice is hollow. When the illness was in his skin, hot compresses could cure it. When it moved to his muscles, acupuncture could reach it. When it entered his stomach, herbal medicine could still fight it. He pauses. His next words are barely a whisper. But now it's in his bones, in his marrow. It's beyond the reach of any treatment. It belongs to the heavens now, not to medicine. I ran because there is nothing more terrifying than watching someone die from something that could have been prevented. 5 days later, Duke Huan collapses. He dies in agony, calling for Bian Que, finally ready to listen. But the physician is gone, and the illness has won. Here is the silence the story doesn't speak, but that echoes through 25 centuries. The Duke didn't die from the disease, he died from the denial. The illness was small once, treatable, easy, but pride made it fatal. Tomorrow morning, someone in your life or some voice inside you will try to tell you the truth about something you don't want to face. Maybe it's your partner saying the distance between you is growing. Maybe it's your body saying the numbness isn't normal. Maybe it's your spirit saying the work you're doing is killing something essential in you. And you will feel what Duke Huan felt, the overwhelming urge to defend, to explain, to dismiss, to say, I'm fine, you're overreacting, there's nothing wrong. Here is what you must understand. The illness in your skin today will be in your bones tomorrow. Not because healing is impossible, because denial makes the curable incurable. Right now, in this moment, there is something in your life that is still small, still fixable, still within reach. But every day you pretend it's not there, it grows, it moves deeper, it becomes the thing that Bian Que runs from, the tragedy that can only be witnessed, not healed. Stop asking, am I really sick? Start asking, what am I afraid to look at? The Duke had 3 warnings. Most of us don't get 3. We get one person brave enough to tell us the truth, and we push them away for loving us enough to say it. Bian Que ran because he couldn't bear to watch, but before he ran, he spoke 3 times, each time more urgent than the last. Someone in your life is speaking to you right now. Maybe they've been speaking for months, maybe years. The question is not whether they're right. The question is, are you brave enough to stop defending and start listening? Because denial doesn't protect you from pain. It just guarantees the pain will be worse when it finally breaks through. The Duke died calling for the physician. Don't die calling for the truth you spent your whole life running from. The illness is still in your skin, but not for long.